In this tutorial, we're going to talk about text and different text options that you need to be aware of. So you can see that I have a few text bubbles showing here. Right now, this one is showing some words with a leader line and an arrow. The text also has certain justification. We call this center justified. So I'm going to click on this text, and you can see that this little hash or 4 arrows shows up so that I can move it around. The tip of the arrow does not move, so that's locked into place. We can also rotate this. But if I want this text over here, Mechanical Room, to match the same style, which is typically what you want in a project, then I'm going to click on this Mechanical Room text here. So in order to get it, looks like I have to hover over it and press the tab key once, so it selects that. So practice doing that. So I'm going to take this text and I'm going to move it out of the room. So I'm going to place it right here. And now I want to add a leader line so it matches this one. Well, this leader line, you can see it is in the middle of the text box. So if I click on this, I can see I have a leader line here, but I want to make sure I select this first, leader at middle left. So that's where the leader line goes. And then I'm going to click the add a straight because it's not curved. So now I have a leader line from the middle left. I can put the pointer into this Mechanical Room, and I want to sort of have this elbow in there so it's a straight line coming off of the text box. And the last thing that I need to do to match this one is to center this, because this text is also centered. So if I click on this paragraph text, I can align center. And now these two text boxes match. So that's one thing that I want to make sure you're aware of how to do, is just manipulate text and leader lines. The other thing is we can adjust units. So I want you to click on annotate and aligned. And let's say we want to measure the distance between these two tables. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to click on each edge, and I'm going to place this text right in here. Now you can see that it has an opaque box around this so that it's all white background. Well, sometimes you want to be able to see through this. So we can actually adjust a lot more settings than just the text where it's centered lines and things like that. We can adjust all these numbers as well. So to do that, we need to click Edit Type. Now, if you've already clicked somewhere else, just click Modify and select the text and then do Edit Type. And now we have some options for a lot of different things that we can do with this text. So some of the things that I want you to be a little more familiar with are this text box here. You can adjust the width, so you can type a number in there and see what it does. Underline, italicize, bold, text size, and offset. A couple of the other ones that are pretty helpful here are the text background. So I can adjust this and make this transparent. So if I click apply, now you can see the background behind it, which can be very useful to not have those white boxes everywhere in all of your dimensions. Another thing you can do is adjust the units format. Right now, this is set to project settings, which was feet and inches. You can uncheck that and you can change these. You can change the rounding. You can suppress 0 feet. You can do all these other things. One of the more useful ones is changing the unit. So if I don't want it to be in feet and fractional inches, but I want it to be in decimal feet, I can click that and hit OK and then apply. And now it is just showing 5 because it's rounding off those last digits. So if I don't want to round off the last digits, if I want to keep a few decimal places, let's say 2, then I can select that and hit apply. And now I have 5.1 feet. Another thing that we can do is add alternative units. So we can include a second set of units along with this set. So right now I have alternative units set to none, but if I adjust this and say below, and then I want my alternative units to be in, say, centimeters, now I have it in decimal feet and centimeters. I can click OK and apply, and it's going to put these units below the other ones. So now I have 155 centimeters or 5.1 feet. So this is how you can add and adjust all sorts of different units for dimensions and add leader lines and make text so that it is in a similar format to other text within your document.